It's alive! It's alive! I know. It's been a month, but you gotta cut me some slack. I said a week, I promised, but holidays and chaos and too much food and food comas and I got sick twice, so yeah. From now on, week, top. I'm really hyped up now, so it might actually be less than that because finally things are coming back to life, right? We are finally back to work and we are hammering out details, which is freaking awesome. Alright, so what got done this month? I finished the main character, animation mostly, right? They're not final, they're not in their final state. I bashed my hand against that wall a long time, but later, more about that later. Movement works, attack works. Character is actually playable, as you saw from the first embarrassing 10 seconds of this video. I created the first boss, kinda, right? Implemented boss hitbox. Boss reacts when he is hit. And I gotta be honest, those are the moments when I hit that play and there's no bugs and no errors and everything works. It finally feels like a real game and it pumps me up even harder to actually work at it more. Now, the art struggle. Oh god, I think I lost about 5 days on this. Character looks good at full size. When I'm doing it in grease pencil, it actually looks really, really good. I like it a lot. But when it's scaled down, the lines, the art style, the line work gets blurry, wobbly. Lines fall apart. I spent 5 days at least trying to fix it. It's still not perfect, but it's better. It's improved, and it's stalled progress definitely. Okay, I'm going to do something different from before. I'm going to show you how I actually created a part of the boss silhouette in Blender Grease Pencil. I mentioned before I use mostly of course I create the reference image in ChatGPT after discussing it with it for a while, right? And I uploaded it as reference image, and then I use curved lines, as you can see here in this sped up video, to actually draw the sprite for the boss. Now, something that I realized, Grease Pencil is vector based. I want my game to look like Hollow Knight in terms of line art, not necessarily color. It's most likely that they used raster and that they used Photoshop. Sorry, not used raster. Hollow Knight style is likely raster and they used Photoshop. And raster gives better control over line behavior in game. I learned that the hard way, trust me. Honest warning, if you work with Grease Pencil, I think it's the easiest to learn in Blender, but if you want that style, you're gonna struggle, dude. I tried for a day to go to Krita, and the drawing part is easy to learn. It's not difficult. It's the same as in Blender, just using curved lines, but with different options. The colors and the workflow, oh my god, it made me crazy. I tried to do it for 2 hours and it's completely unintuitive. I know that there's going to be some people that are going to jump on me. Well, you did bad. I know, but I don't want to spend a week learning a completely different software and I don't want to lose time. I want to gain progress and keep pushing forward. So I made a decision to stop changing tools, finish something instead of perfecting the pipeline forever. Okay, so the character status is, he's mostly done. It's not finished. The animation, I might actually have to redesign the character later on completely in terms of how he's going to look and what the colors are going to be. For now, at least for the time being, it's going to stay this way. What is missing is the jump attack animation and run attack animation. Him attacking from jump and him attacking from running. And I need idle frames. I need more idle frames as well. For now, the character is plugged in, and I'm just focusing on making a playable game. Enough about the art, I guess, head banging against the wall. Best way to describe it again. Alright, so this is the movement. The character is moving, jumping, running, attacking. As you can see, the boss actually reacts as well. It gets that highlight. That is also not final. That is probably going to change. When it comes to coding, I'm going to be honest, ChatGPT did most of the heavy lifting for the code. The way that I did it is that I explained to it clearly what I wanted. And I'm learning about coding itself, but I couldn't write full systems alone yet, right? And I do want to learn, I do want to improve on that part, but it just, you know, it's a great asset. If you just sit down and spend 30 minutes to like 2 hours and explain what you want in your game, it's going to give you that like really good result. I learned about node structure, about connecting nodes properly, about animation sockets, about parenting weapon to characters, syncing weapon animation with the character animation, which actually took some time to figure out, and to debug the timing issues so that when the character's arm moves, the weapon actually follows, because it's a separate object in Godot. There was a lot of mistakes, there was a lot of debugging, a lot of stuff breaking, right? I'm not happy with the current weapon jab animation. That's also something that might change. I might make it a slash instead of a jab. I wanted to do the Hollow Knight style fade in and fade out animation, and it was like, I don't like it how it looks. So I might actually make the weapon permanent while the character is in actual combat. It's not a final design, things will change. There's gonna be more iterations on the weapon as well. I learned that bosses should be a separate scene. You can actually import them very easily just by dragging the file, and voila, it appears in the current scene. There was more bugs with that, more fixes. Again, finally it works. You hit the boss reacts, all good. Now here's an advice for somebody who is behind this stage or at this stage. Put your ideas into ChatGPT, discuss and argue with it. One tool that helped me a lot in Godot is that I can actually take a screenshot and I can upload it into ChatGPT. Now, I don't know if this is only for the paid version of the software, of the website, but it cut the work so much, right? Like it makes it so much easier to work. It interprets your setup, it helps you out, it points the mistake, it speeds up the learning process and the fixing of the mistakes. For solo devs, I feel like it's a superpower. It's really awesome. And all right, that's it for this video. Next step, I'm gonna animate the boss. I don't know if it's going to be full animation, but it's going to be an attack or two. It's going to be running, and we're going to make the first real fight. Probably put in health bars, and I'm going to talk more about how the combat is going to work in the next video. Maybe I'll build some level design as well, if I have the time. What's awesome is that the project is no longer theory. It's actually playable now. You hit the buttons and shit happens, which is amazing! I hope that this was useful and it inspires you or gets you moving forward as well. I also want to thank you for sticking to the end of the video and actually watching everything. I'm pumped. Things are finally happening. It feels like a game. It's no longer like a theoretical project anymore. You press buttons and shit happens on screen, which is awesome. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.